Alright, we're back. It didn't go well last time. Let's see if we can do better this time. We're going back in with Vanessa, and this should be my last match that I need for mech. I hope, as long as I get one chest. So we're going into ranked. And I'm going to go in complete blank slate. I'm not going to have any ideas of what I want to build. We're just going in, get what we get. They really love giving Zorsid. But Shiny Zorsid, that gives you double haste. Once you get this upgraded enough, it's not that important though. There's only haste adjacent items. And Fiery Pet Rock is not that good. I wouldn't mind. I like Pet Rock as a whole, but I think I'm going to take Shiny Zorsid. Because it's shiny. At least early it should still be pretty useful. Now, I don't know what I want here. I'm going to take the small silver. Alright, Pearl. That can go towards the... Start leaning in towards an aquatic build at least. Which means we just want something that's generically useful. So just loot is good. And trained can be okay. You can do something like buff Zorsid, running an Illusoray or something. Or just getting in a heavy enchant. But I could run a Long John if they finally give it to me. I mean, if you get Long John day one, I think it's still usable. Alright, trained. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for junk. If I can run Proboscis, I would love to.
My battle days are over.
I think we go weapons. We don't need to haste this really, and we don't have anything buffing damage. We can run a Switchblade and Shoeblade, and I'm not doing this for the future. I just kind of want to save money, and then there's like a potential like we could win. And yeah, I think hasting Pearl is probably better here. Well, he could be poisoned.
Go ahead. Underestimate.
I guess this technically makes Shoeblade worse though, so maybe I should have kept it there. And I was gonna say, and if he has burn, it actually would have been better. But I was gambling on him not having burn. He also gains regen. I don't have any like damage over time to give him, so that's unfortunate. I also have no other aquatics to trigger Pearl. But the shiny Zorsid with Switchblade, it was the right call, 100%. These still should have been swapped around back to what they were, but shiny and then next to a Switchblade, not bad.
Don't let my youth worry you. The guys who trained me were very old.
Huh. I don't know where this is going yet, because I don't know if it's weapons, I don't know if it's aquatic.
It takes real confidence.
I feel like taking this skill kind of more solidly puts me into a place for running aquatic, but at the same time, it's just going to be universally useful, because 40 shield on a Pearl this early is pretty beefy.
Now this
I definitely want Zorsid upgrade. Gives you 2 seconds of haste. And I shouldn't need a transform. We can see if we can get some like that. Off rip just gives you 2 aquatics. We can hold a life preserver for now, because it's very good. And then catfish. We can get this to silver. That's crazy good. We can take you out, put you in. Move Piranha there. And we still want you next to here, so we aren't going to be able to haste the Pearl. But I think that's fine. And we could swap Chum and Piranha for a life preserver. I think where we're at, we're okay, though. I like this. Just getting, you know, Silver Zorsid and early Catfish is very, very good. Which means we should have no problem with the Junk Boy here. Chum will give some crit, plus it's another aquatic trigger. Now the skill would be good. Skill can immediately just buff something right away. Eventually these two won't be here anymore, so that would be like going to Zorset or something. So Switchblade is very useful here, but I think it's actually better if we can get another fast aquatic item. I think what we want to do is stack up shield and then just poison away, and then hope we don't run into poison ourselves. I always love an amulet. I was about to say it's better on silver than a chum, but chum is another trigger, so I'd rather hold chum for right now.
Eat up, bulk up, get solid.
And I think I'm going to all in on this pearl. 50 shield. It's pretty good. If it was aquatic, I might have actually taken bronze aquatic, but we can take extract instead. And that looks good. I think the res will potentially be pretty dang helpful, especially if it was on silver, because right now it's not going to full heal us. Yeah, I had a feeling I was going to run into Poison Mac. Slow and regen, a lot of slow. Oh, it's slowing the slowest, so Switchblade, do not care. Do not care the least bit. This does mean shield doesn't help me at all, but we do have the res, so with the damage buffing, we should have no problem. Yep. Pretty good, even though our primary defense is shield. Pretty dang good when Mac doesn't have any early sustain. 18 gold. There's a lot of small stuff that we would want, like seaweed is very good. I'd probably take seaweed.
Excellent choice.
We'll see. Preserver's probably going to get dropped, but I was going to say chum. And then you could take silencer, remove these, and then try and reduce cooldown on Zorsid. I think as it stands, we would do something like this. And we could take these out. We could run. Because even without the damage buff, I don't know. I think this is going to be better for now. I think the cooldown isn't going to be as useful. I think I need to not depend on a bronze catfish. And I want to run a Illusoray, but these guys really need to be next to each other, so I'd only be getting 2 casts off of it without another friend. I think we skip a Illusoray. We're not really building around the slow skill. But now we have 2 forms of stain. And then there's Curio. It's tempting to go and try and find a Proboscis, but I don't think I'll need 300 shield for the PvE fight, so I'd rather just grab a couple of useful items. I'd say 1 gold for 1 crit is worth it. And there's nothing here that I think is going to be the breadwinner in the long run. So we'll go ahead and take the 1% crit, but I think I'm going to hold the Eagle Talisman. And I actually love a knee brace. Even more if it was silver or above. That's not bad. And I think it's just PvP fight that you need it for, right? Yeah, fighting a player. So hold off there, and we should have enough damage to break through shield fast enough that we can take the win. And if not, honestly, the Pearl and Seaweed should keep us in the game anyway. Got neighbors playing and my dog is far too protective and curious, even though he's just a tiny little fella. All right, buddy. Oh yeah, Ether Ray had not a single shot, but rigged. Come on, man. Come on. Rigged. Dang it. Force field. I mean, maybe there's a world you can make force field work on Vanessa. It's just not this world. Not one I'm a part of. Burn. Could use some money, but I do want to see if we can get Puffer. Volcanic vents. And I want to make this item work at some point. I just don't see it. Really, its biggest benefit is the fact that it's aquatic and has triple cast. Dang. No Puffer, and I don't want to shovel for random items. If it was random aquatic small, I would probably take that. And I want the skill, but I think getting catfish up to silver is very important, and I think getting seaweed as well is very important. Gonna make some space here. And we'll go items again. I don't think catfish is gonna... I feel like buffing its poison specifically is not that big. Because you'd be better off just hasting it more. Because it's gonna scale way faster than the amount of poison you can throw on it. But if it's something like Puffer, I think that's different. Ooh, shark claws. It's another aquatic. I can just do life preserver now. Maybe. I might take this out and run another small item so I could run my bracer. I mean, I bought the bracer, so I definitely want to use it. And sure, let's take a Yeti crab. And then we can do bracer. Cool, we've got a very light freeze, even more scaling. Nothing else is going to freeze, so this is the only thing that's going to help scale the catfish, but it's more than nothing. And I'll probably definitely want more scaling going against Pig, assuming he's not running like Ganjo pure damage or already has like an early square build. No, ice cream. Looks like he's going towards freeze. Oh, there's longbow, and he does have more health than me, and he had the start of fight haste a weapon. That's crazy good for him. Really helps him, but honestly I think with Pearl and Seaweed scaling, I don't think it's close. His Ganjo's only bronze, so it's not going to be that beneficial, and I don't really care about him shielding. Yeah, not even close. It looks like he's probably going to try and pivot towards like a freeze build of some kind, though. I don't really know what Pig builds look like these days. All that I hear is that their early game, which was already horrendous when I was last playing, has just gotten worse. We did get the 100 health off of knee brace, which means I can pull you out, and I don't know if I'm really going to keep life preserver unless I got like a free upgrade for it. I think early the health is really nice. Just gives you a big advantage. Alright, we did get a fight. We got Sabertooth. You are not the small... Oh, you are the small item. That'd be pretty good, and then I could run like a small item aquatic build. I haven't done that yet. I've run a lot of small weapons. So I would love your skill, but I'd take a Shiny Fang, mostly just for money. Then obviously could take that spot for now. Or this spot actually would make a lot more sense. I did get one of the Shiny Fangs. If I was going small weapons, that would have been a huge get, but I'm not. And then here, I think you just go XP, because there's nothing I want from any of these guys.
You bring your city ways to the dead grass. I'll show you where to stick 'em.
One of the very few times I'm like, I would actually love the scrap. And if you don't want to give me the scrap, I would take the med kit, but this is diamond, so I definitely want that, and I'm definitely keeping Pearl. If I get rid of one of my sustains, it'd probably be Seaweed, even though I think Seaweed is pretty damn cracked.
Dead grassers remember. You gon'
But, you know, Pearl gives you more triggers, which can be useful for a lot of different things. And we got the scrap. All right.
Rally, men!
Things are looking promising. Aquatic is good. Well, it's just if I roll, I'm not sure what else I'm going to get, and I think Oceanic Rush is at least, like, decent. And boom, 77 on the Pearl already. God, that feels disgusting. Did I need another bronze? Oh, the Seaweed. I really want the Seaweed up. Gives it better scaling, I believe. And then Aquatic Shop with 30 gold. That's perfect.
So cute.
Beach Ball. We could get rid of crit. Get rid of crit. I would get rid of these. I really don't want to. This is probably worse in the short run to run Beach Ball. Let me clean up a little bit. I think we sit and wait like that. If I need space, I will give this to the catfish. We're not seeing Puffer yet. Okay, we're early enough that... Oh, I should have done the knee brace. Oh, not the Seaweed. I think here I will get rid of... Do I want more triggers? I probably want more triggers more than the crit. I think I'll take that out for now. And then this is probably the last time I run knee brace. I'm getting a little greedy here. Because getting rid of 20% crit is kind of... It's assuming a lot, but look at the difference. I'm already... You have rigged, which I hate you for. And a lot of weapons. I kind of just really need to get my stuff going as fast as possible. Especially Pearl, which means it's horrible that that got slowed. But Seaweed should help keep us in the game, especially now that it's on silver. But that was like a 400 HP difference between us.
Defeat does not defeat me.
If I had as much HP as this person, I might have lost. I'll take it. I think this is already better than my last video. Okay, I'm probably not going to keep bronze knee brace, but there's no reason to sell it just yet. Can't say I'm too gung-ho about any of these skills. But I guess I wouldn't hate an Oceanic one, because it's just when you use an item, right? Yeah, so now it'll haste 2 Aquatics. We have another one. Now I could go knee brace again, go 200. I mean, honestly, it'd be scaling. It do be scaling. The problem is there's no other reliable way of upgrading it past this.
The quicker the fight.
And then I have to ask myself, is it worth burning my guaranteed upgrades just so I can go for like diamond knee brace? I kind of want to do it though, just stack a bunch of health. I don't really want your skill or need it. I probably just want crypto. Perfect. I'm just getting everything I want.
Take a tyrant's whole kingdom.
And we got an XP vial. Very nice. I don't think I need a transform for anything. Oh wait, actually. Transform to Fang. I could get something crazy with this actually. Shiny Pet Rock doesn't really help. It's just a worse item in this case. Because I'm not getting rid of my friends. It's probably like my game-winning items right now. But I think anytime we see transforms now, we have to keep going for this until it rolls something useful. Like if it rolled Pearl or something,
But don't touch it.
that'd be pretty crazy. And a gold wanted poster, day 5. You're gone. I'm gonna keep Beach Ball.
Sylvia's.
I accidentally bought the GT.
Oh, that's silver.
That hurt. It's like 4 gold gone. I really don't understand. So back in the day, you could not like get just copies in the shop, but now I can buy a gold Yeti. But I have a bronze Yeti. I mean, there's no reason to run a second Yeti,
Lux told me about you.
but I'll take the gold one.
One of the good ones.
And I already burned one of my events for this upgrade, so I mean, I've got to commit now. I need 200
My
HP.
fight isn't with you, but if you insist, go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this.
Oh, you got the skill. That's nice. That would have already went crazy for me. I only have 200 more HP than you, and you have a lot of weapons. I think I need to get rid of the Switchblade or move the Zorset off of here and put it onto... Oh my god, it's so much damage. How did you get to 75? I guess you just have it buffed. That's crazy. You have a shiny Zorset too. I'm baiting myself too hard with the Switchblade. I need to get rid of it already. I don't really know like drop pools out of docks, but definitely don't want Wallace.
Full sail, my boy.
Might be a horrible idea, but we're all in on knee brace. It just sounds funny. Yeah, Wallace is still not that. In fact, he's actually way worse than he used to be, I think. Maybe I'm thinking of Brick Buddy. There's mediums again.
Nothing huge. All about
Rowboat for charging. I do love a rowboat, but I don't think it's what I need. I don't think it really works for you. I think rowboat works a lot better when you kind of have like one central item you can kind of just dump everything into, like one weapon builds.
Hey, that's okay.
No puffer.
Nice.
I haven't seen a jellyfish yet either. Oh man, I really just want at least any other small item so I can move this around already. Here I just want XP. We don't rack up enough poison for ectoplasm to be too useful for us. You could definitely hold an Ouroboros if you can pivot all of this into some kind of a puffer build. Get some good healing sustain off of that. This isn't too bad either. I would definitely like the skill. That gives me crit scaling. But you know, I'll take garbage too. Can't keep getting lucky.
Good food.
I'm like all inning on this health, man. And this pearl. Even though at this point of the game we're on day 6, this is increasingly less useful. Nothing to replace this yet. I guess I could do it like this. Get rid of the active items. We move you here and you here. Because I really want Pearl going off more. Because if Pearl was going off more in that last fight, we probably would have been able to take it. And then I'll kill Temptation. My leftmost item. Burn 2. You know, I didn't even realize this. I've kind of just been using Zorsid as just this like nice little all-rounder small haster. I kind of didn't even realize when you burn charges 1 second. Pearl should be our fastest by a long shot, especially now that we'd be hasting it. Which will now burn, which we don't care, but it'll trigger for Zorsid, which is huge. Okay. I think we're cooking something. I feel like I'm missing something in my positioning, but
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend.
I like where the direction of this is going.
I'm a king, not to squabble with nobody.
Let's see if it goes. Wow, you froze the most useless item. It is going. Let's see if it goes. And it is charging. It's procking. It's not going nearly as fast as I want it to, but it's letting Zorsid go. And I don't think he scales at all here, so.
Like my crew says at the bar.
Actually, his damage was going
another
down.
round.
Oh, so as he eats ammo, his damage goes down. That's funny.
Ride that tide.
Luckily, none of these are too good. I've been burned far too often on grabbing gold skills recently. I don't care about damage, and when you crit, your poison items gain 1 poison. Oh, it is more scaling. I think it's better than flat. Let's go for it. We definitely need some other way of getting our crit like up though. 2,500, 300 HP. Oh, it's so good. I think right now on bronze, I really don't want beach ball.
For the Bazarian Defense Corps!
I don't really know what Suds has. He has Rivet Gun. I have a lot of like adjacency placements though, so it's hard to fit in a Rivet Gun. But it's to the right, charge to the left. I need to run into more transforms. I need to go to this pet rock too. Yeah, I don't know what I would charge or what I would put.
Defeat is part of war.
I'll definitely take a Rivet Gun over Shoeblade though. I'd take just about anything over Shoeblade. Poison? Maybe it's a puffer. No, it's a depth charge. I kind of forgot about this. Huh. I mean, it's free, I'm taking it, but now I can see where a Rivet Gun would be useful. The bad thing is it's only got 1 ammo. I have no other way of getting its ammo up. But I could drop this off for now. Honestly, Chum is probably more useful than Piranha. It's faster and it provides a more wide benefit. So something like that. And then depth charge is one thing that you actually would want to buff. But I know if I don't know if I'm all in on depth charge or not yet though. That's why I don't want to burn all my stuff on it. And I think with depth charge and I might just take out amulet for knee brace. That's tough. Now we really gotta think. Depth charge is mostly just useful because it'll like slow down you dying just with the amount of freezes it does. Like currently I'm not counting on it for its like damage or anything. And I think for that, and because we don't have any other way of charging or hasting it really, unless I rearrange what's already kind of working, Then we don't need more ammo.
Now this is how you win a war.
Got another bronze upgrader, which actually could be used for beach ball. I don't know though, because I don't know if beach ball will fit in here anymore. Well, maybe I need to like, I think I might need to start like rethinking how I'm gonna play this out though, because right now like my biggest carry is the catfish. And the fact that I have pretty decent sustain. I guess what are the other shops? Ew, bronze. Yeah, I might regret it, but I think that's what I'm gonna do for now. And I feel like I have enough smalls that it's beneficial to go here. Like 10% more crit is good. It won't be that good for the upcoming fight though, because I'm definitely taking it out. Another upgrade on Zorsid is, I think at this point now with what it's on, it doesn't really matter for its upgrades. And then I do love a Clamor, but I love it more for like builds that are centered around slowing. And then I still want some means of getting a duplicate of a small. I don't know what I would want duplicated. But something. Honestly, I don't even know why you're still here, but you're still some damage, I guess. See how it goes. This Vanessa is undefeated, though.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen.
So I'm not sure about this one.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
I'm seeing shield. I'm seeing poison. Oh my god, that pearl is nasty. 17 poison. And scaling. And he has water wheel. There's gonna be a lot of poison. Which means my shield is completely worthless. And he has a lot of regen too. Is he just taking a lot of regen? Oh. Oh, he gains more regen off of that. It didn't matter because, you know, catfish goes crazy and then slow you down. That's a neat weapon. Really slow though. I think just that early initial regen was like a little spooky. But that's 300 more HP in the bag right there.
I'm a people person, and
Ain't nothing wrong with that. None of it's aquatic.
do you have to leave?
Definitely want that, and I think this is exactly what we wanted.
Happy to make a sale. Sad to say goodbye.
That's exactly what I want, and I still don't know if depth charge is the one that's sticking, but I'll give it to depth charge. Here to plasma, and I'd rather just find a higher rarity beach ball somewhere down the road than try to upgrade it at this point. Pearl, I love pearl. Ooh, gunpowder. Like, assuming we find some way to get this moving faster. Gunpowder's a pretty big deal, but I don't know if I should waste it. I'm taking this for money regardless, but that's kind of crazy. Diamond water wheel. Let's see what I could get rid of. I could get rid of you guys, and I could technically get rid of like Yeti crab. But then what? We would want you next to Pearl, and probably something like that. You lose the scaling on Yeti crab, but that's not a big deal. Haste everything else. At that point, what am I doing it for, though? I'd be doing it to haste Zorsid, which isn't a big deal. Don't really care about that. Hasting Seaweed's big. And then depth charge right now just has the issue that it only goes off once. I think right now I need to stick with this, but I will hold on to the water wheel. And then maybe eventually we'll get there. I feel like we might be too slow to kill dragon. But we will have decent shield. So that should help our survivability a little bit. But then he also has regen. What does the middle item do? Double the burn of an item for a fight. Oh, that's how you scale so fast. I thought it was just the skill and the fact that claws work the way they work. Why'd you freeze everything but this? I think it's so much poison though that we're good. Yeah.
See that plank? Walk it.
No, just a fire claw this time. And we're not a burn build, so it doesn't really work here.
Blades to the wind.
Enchant. I think the obvious pick is the depth charge.
What's your favorite color? Mine
I definitely don't want healing though. Toxic depth charge. Alright, well, more than nothing.
Life is urgent. Hurry up.
Angler, no. Astrolabe. Now you could do like Astrolabe instead of Water Wheel. And that does give you one more space. This is also just haste. It hastes everything, but I'm probably going to keep Shiny Zorsid. So we'll sit on an Astrolabe for now. I feel like they've reduced the amount of transforms you run into. I really still need this pet rock out of here. As a matter of fact, Astrolabe might be better now.
Who I am does not matter.
And we're not on lethal or anything, so we definitely grab XP here.
Let's take the tyrant's whole kingdom.
Ammo skills, let's see. At least gives you one more, and if I can upgrade that, it makes this even more useful. So definitely good there. And I'm still super greedy, so I'm gonna take Knee Brace again. I don't think I'm taking it to Diamond though. I think as soon as we get our next upgrade, I will... I don't know what I'll use it on, but I'll probably get rid of Knee Brace. Like this is way overzealous right now, but I'm like 1300 more HP than you, but you probably have like a lot of sustain somehow. We have a really slow start. 146 regen? Holy shit. That's insane, and Magic Carpet's only gonna keep getting better.
Every failed experiment lights the path to success.
Okay, I'm insane, because they just keep dying before I like have a chance to analyze everything. You had Building Crescendo though, you're crazy, dude. Like I saw this, yeah, it was at like negative 23 when I hovered it. And his build just doesn't keep him in the game long enough.
How'd I get rich? Oh, you know, invest.
Oh. I feel like this is so much better on anything that is not depth charge, because I feel like adding just another one, but it is another aquatic, and this is not aquatic. Because I mean, I feel like you definitely get rid of Astrolabe and the medallion for this. Oh wait, they changed it. Your aquatic items have +1 multicast, and their cooldowns increase by 2 seconds. That's only good if I was sitting on like cooldown reduction items. Oh, another pearl. This one's buffed to the high noon though, so I wouldn't get rid of this. What do I want another pearl for? I mean, I guess I just wanted another small item earlier. I don't know if I still do need it, but I can start running that instead of the amulet. The amulet's a lot of crits, but that's like another trigger. What do I need these triggers for? I'm like really obsessed with triggers. I guess it just gives you another cast. But I'm not that big on it. Huh. I feel like 2 seconds is way too long. If you can reduce cooldowns, it's probably insane still.
You buy it.
But where we're at right now, everything is just too slow.
Treasure.
And it's not like I'm perma-hasting or anything. I don't need Diamond Zorsid, but I'll take it. I've got the money for it. Why not? We still want Transform. I'm gonna get rid of the Chum. Yeah, nothing here I want. Oh, I actually... Oh, it's the same guy. He just has better stuff now. I don't gain regen. I still would like this. And we're not going Puffer or anything, so... Something like Ouroboros just has no place. And yeah, Diamond is super overkill here. I wonder if it'd be better to haste Astrolabe.
Full sail, my boy.
There's not a world I'm going to be using Shadow Cloak. Leftmost Silver. That... I mean, it's Seaweed or Depth Charge. I don't even know what Depth Charge gets. Does it get cooldown? 12 seconds? It's cooldown, 10 seconds. Okay. Oh, there's the transform. Perfect. Something crazy. Shiny lighter is not crazy. I mean, it's crazy for somebody, but not me. Temp boost? I mean, I do be having a lot of HP. I can just go temp boost to help. I'm gonna do it. We're only 3 wins away. So that 500 HP could be all the difference here. And did I throw in Bracer again? I'm kind of just doing it subconsciously. Because I'm greedy? Yeah, I sure did. Crusher Claw, huh? Highest shield value of items you have. I kind of forget, it just goes based off of like your strongest shield, right? Which, oh, Barrel gets crazy. But we're about to go freeze crazy. We do build up a pretty decent amount of shield, and we're poisoning you. I think you went way too hard on the shield, brother. Yeah, because Crusher Claw is like really slow, and it would have had to go off. It would have had to get a lot better than that. So that's a pretty lucky matchup, a heavy shield build. We still got money. What do we get off our thing? We got dive weights. So actually, that's probably better. I'm probably cool with hasting dive weights. We get ammo off our skill. And actually... we'll have to pay attention to triggers, because we need to decide which we want. Either dive weights on the far left or Pearl, whichever one goes off more. And then we go another Pearl. And probably something like that. Oh wait, no, I can... Oh wait, we have knee brace still. I think you're definitely going with dive weights now, especially on gold. And then if we can get you to diamond, that's cool too.
First step toward good taste.
We don't slow at all, so Mantis Shrimp, I'm sorry, you've got no place here. And then Diamond Catfish. I like that a lot.
Ride that tide.
Upgrade. Knee brace, you say? No, I think we've eaten enough HP. I think upgraded it would go to 400, but I'm cool. Yeti Crab doesn't really need to be here either, but I guess I don't know anything I can replace it with yet.
To the fight.
Trade health. I really wish you could enchant anything with deadly. Not just your weapon. And I don't think it has anything else. Unless they've changed the event, they might have. Finally ran into jellyfish, but day 10 no puffer. I think that ship sailed. Volcus Enforcer. I find these ice guys, I feel like they used to be so easy and now they're so hard. I don't know if it's because of like that one big patch they did where they bunked everything. So everything just moves slower. But I feel like these guys need to die like really fast. Or maybe poison just helps completely counteract all of their BS. Plus sitting on like a lot of HP. That definitely doesn't hurt. Cryo Mastery. Holy, that's nuts, especially on double pearl. That's exactly what we needed. You know what's crazy is this isn't too bad because then it gives more ammo to depth charge. And it would kind of go off a lot. Oh, I forgot to check triggers on the Divoids and the Pearl. This scales, and actually this is going to scale even harder now that we got the Cryo Mastery. That is so tempting. Especially just putting this next to this guy, and that's like X8 now. Oh. No, I think we keep rolling. We keep rolling, and I would not take temporary if this was a useful shot, but weapons are not gonna... They're not gonna win the game for us. Did I finally get rid of... Okay, I finally got rid of knee brace. It's over. And I think I'd rather have the crit than the extra ammo here. Alright, let's see if I can remember. I gotta remember to check triggers after the match. I think that's silver, right? Silver Mac. Looks like he's using femur. That's the only large weapon I usually see, so everything's gonna be perma-slowed. That's only 8 seconds. Gonna be a lot of slow, a lot of regen, and this is gonna go crazy. It will help a lot if this can go off. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know exactly what happened, but I think Yeti Crab needs to stay. On this being on toxic, that was like 100 poison. Triggers, let's remember. Wait, do I even care anymore? I think I've been thinking about min-maxing this way too much. I think I'd rather this just be hasted. That, and I'm also comparing it being hasted next to the Zorsid.
Now this is how you win a war.
Yeah, I think I'm way too obsessed with these burn triggers. They don't matter. Like, Zorsid's doing more than enough. Alacrity's huge. Sorry about that. Alacrity. So it's just between Stunning Strike and Alacrity. I think Alacrity goes too crazy, but so does 5 seconds of freeze. First time you crit. Our crit's not like crazy. But I guess they're both crit related, so... Ooh, but when we freeze, we scale as well. Oh, man. That's tough. I think I'd rather just freeze him for 5 seconds. If it hits the right item, it's like... That could win the game for you right there. And we're still banking on something, some kind of good aquatic. Ugh, it just keeps getting worse. Shiny bayonet. Oh, but that's a better seaweed, but it's slightly slower. But that is so much more scaling. Don't need larges. Chocolate bars at this point in the game. And ambergris. Okay. I guess I didn't need money. I should have just went chocolate. And then you open up freezing non-items, charging, and then going absolutely nuts. I could probably only get smacked by that hammer twice. I think this is a gamble not in my favor whatsoever. Because literally Zorcid's the only thing not going to get frozen. Hammer's going nuts. Oh, plus with dive weights. I keep forgetting, if you have dive weights, you do not take this fight. I keep forgetting. With dive weights and depth charge, this was suicide. Because it's just every time you cast, this goes crazy. So that wasn't good. We can definitely get another level off of this. Even if we low roll, which I think we just did. I think that was 2 plus the 1 guaranteed. Slow items. We're at the end, baby. This could be it. I'd rather just take the 650 plus my level.
Rally, men! Blades to the wind!
Something good. More XP. Well, if we lose this, at least we got more XP. Alright, let's see it. We should, with this wanted poster we've been sitting on, we should, honestly, and the knee brace, we should have way more HP. And level 13. I'm 2 levels up on this person. Oh, I hate the monkey. I hate you so much, Julian. Yeah, I've got like 3,000 HP on you. But your shit's kind of crazy. That's a shiny cutlass with knife set, but everything's frozen! I think because you have only 4 items, depth charge just like... It threw it in the bag, plus with the Cryomast, oh my god. An aquatic build that actually worked. I feel like most of the time I only ever get silvers with these.
All of this is just trade.
But maybe after the most recent patch, I really don't know what was changed. Maybe aquatic's in a better spot again? I don't know, but fuck yeah, we won. I'll take it. And that's 3 chests in the bag, baby. That is... definitely enough currency to get Mac. That's crazy. We only enchanted 1 item that entire run. And it's funny, the shiny opener we had, the Zorcid and then the other one, the Zorcid was useful, but whatever it was that I got that was shiny, oh, the Fang, that ended up being kind of a dud. But it definitely helped early on, because just shiny Fang early is still really good. But 560, and there you go. This is this account's first character purchase, so that is now enough to get Mac with the discounts. Truffles. No skins yet. Actually, no, that's not true. I think I may have 1 skin. It might be like a pig or something. And double barrel. But I'm so excited. I'll finally get to graduate and play Mac. I just want to see if I did get a skin. No, it's literally just cards. Okay. There he is. So next time I'm playing, I'm definitely playing Mac. Take it easy, everybody.